Data Jockey, Machine Learning for Victorian Racing. Wednesday, 26 August 2026, Race 8 at Bendigo. Let us get going. Before the detail, the headline for Race 8 at Bendigo. 2 model selections. Zorro's Flight is the place pick, top of the models list for this race. Zebra Finch is the same race multi-leg only, the top 4 selection, not a standalone place bet. That is the quick version. Zorro's Flight for the place, multi combining both if you are after the longer odds. Stay with me though, because the model is seeing something worth unpacking in this field. 7 runners in Race 8 at Bendigo today, with the top 2 paying a place dividend. Right away the model is flagging something worth your attention. Its top selection is not the market favorite. That signals the model has found value the market is underpricing, which is the exact situation this approach is built to identify. 2 selections today, a place pick plus a same race multi-option, combining both. As always, no forced selections here, only genuine value gets a tip, and today the data clearly supports 2. That is a meaningful signal in itself, given how often the model finds nothing worth covering at all. Let us break them down properly. Quick word before the picks on how all this actually works, because it is a different approach to most of what you will find in the tipping space. The model behind these selections is a machine learning system that keeps learning from Victorian racing results. Every meeting, every result, every finish feeds straight back in. It is not built once and left alone. It updates and sharpens with every race run in Victoria. Here is the part that matters most. Most tipping models chase the winner. This one does not. It was built specifically to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a genuinely different problem, and it needs a different approach to solve. The model is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field at once: pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse stacks up against today's specific rivals. All of it together in ways no human could track by hand. If you want the full methodology breakdown, the link is in the description below, worth a look when you have the time. For now, Race 8 is waiting, and the model has plenty to say about it. Let us get into the selections. Let us start with pick 1 for Race 8. Zorro's Flight, the model's top selection, currently 3rd in the market. Not the favorite, nowhere near the headline of the betting market, just sitting at a price the model believes is significantly off. That is the whole story right there. A gap between what the market thinks and what the data is showing, and that gap is precisely what this model is built to find. Here is something worth being upfront about, because I think it builds trust rather than costing it. I cannot point to one tidy reason the model has landed on Zorro's Flight. That is not how it operates. It is not running on a single insight like track preference or distance record, the kind of single-factor reasoning that most form analysis relies on. Instead, it is working through dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is in this race, historical patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of it considered together, picking up on relationships a person scanning a form guide would simply never catch. That is the whole point of building it this way. If it could be boiled down to one sentence, there would be no need for a model at all. What matters is this. The market has Zorro's Flight sitting at 3rd in the market. The model has it ranked 1st for Race 8. That difference is where the value sits, and finding exactly that kind of gap is what this model exists to do. It was built specifically around place finishers, not winners, so when it puts a horse at the top, it is saying this horse matches the pattern of horses that have historically finished in the places. A different way of looking at the problem entirely. Zorro's Flight for the place. Top 2 finish in a 7-runner field. That is the model's read on Race 8. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Zebra Finch is pick 2, the market favorite again, but a different situation to what you sometimes see covered here. There is no vulnerability flag on Zebra Finch this time. The model is not predicting it gets beaten. What it is saying is more modest. Zebra Finch fits a top 4 finish, just not strongly enough to rate as a place finisher on the level of pick 1. That puts it firmly in the same race multi-role rather than a standalone place pick. The way to think about it, Zorro's Flight carries the model's strongest place finisher signal for this race. Zebra Finch is a real contender, the favorite for good reason, and the model agrees it belongs in the first four. For the same race multi, though, that is precisely the combination needed: Zorro's Flight in top two, Zebra Finch in the top four. This is not the model fading the favorite. It is the model saying pick one has the stronger profile, and the favorite adds genuine value as the second leg of the multi. The same race multi for race 8, Zorro's Flight as a top 2 finisher, Zebra Finch as a top 4 finisher. Check your wagering provider for availability on this market. Now, before you consider placing it, something worth being clear about, because it is easy to get this confused. These are two completely different bet types with completely different probability profiles. They are not interchangeable, and they are not equally likely to land. The place selection on Zorro's Flight is the higher probability option. The model is more confident in that outcome. Lower return, yes, but a stronger chance of landing. That is where the model has the most confidence for race 8. The same race multi is the longer odds option. Both legs need to land: Zorro's Flight in top 2, Zebra Finch in the top 4. Lower probability than the place alone, but the return if both land is meaningfully better. You do not have to consider both. The place selection on Zorro's Flight is where the model has the strongest signal. The same race multi is there for those who want to explore the longer odds option. Whatever you decide, go in with a clear understanding of what each bet requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. One video per race, all uploaded before race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important: always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning, and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for race 8 is Zorro's Flight. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. That wraps up race 8 at Bendigo. To recap, the model's place selection is Zorro's Flight, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Zorro's Flight in top 2 with Zebra Finch in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.